What's up and welcome to the Indie Credible Podcast, episode 31. A weekly podcast where we get together and chat about the world of indie gaming, what we've been playing, go through the latest indie game news. And our main topic today at the end is we're talking about, is the future of digital game or is the future of gaming done through digital streaming? With the announcement obviously of Xbox a couple of weeks ago and then a couple of other services popping up here and there. With me as always is Dan.
Hello, how you doing guys?
And Tom.
Thank you for time to reply there. Hello, I'm Tom.
That's very nice of you.
I breathed in to go, I thought he was going to speak again, so I stopped, and then people on the camera now are going to be like, what's that dickhead?
What was he doing?
I was like, is he sneezing?
Mid-stroke, you're just like...
So yeah, a lunch reference from Dragon Ball.
What?
Don't worry.
Lunch reference?
Yeah, there's a character.
They have lunch?
Launch.
Launch?
You said lunch.
You did say lunch.
Sorry,
lunch.
Sorry, launch.
Okay.
I think there was a special episode where they had lunch.
That would
Yeah,
be
they did,
amazing.
yeah. They did.
Halfway through a battle, you're like, stop, everyone gets lunch boxes out. Like a
can imagine
sandwich,
that. Yeah.
crisps.
Anyway, this is not a Dragon Ball podcast, although I'd quite happily, if it was a Dragon Ball podcast.
Do you want to start a Dragon Ball
This
podcast?
isn't.
I am not getting involved in that
because
podcast.
neither of us watch it. This is you.
This is an indie game podcast. So we are going to start off, as we always do, with what we play. Before we do that, should we tell people where they can even find us? That'd be helpful, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, God, yeah, that'd be really good.
Where can
So,
you find us?
obviously, if you found us, then
Well done.
congratulations.
Syncing up again.
Congratulations, you found us. No, obviously, you can listen to us we're on all the podcast services apart from Google Play, because that doesn't happen in the UK. Don't ask me why. But yeah, on iTunes, Soundcloud, Player FM, the other one that you decide to go along with. YouTube, if you're watching YouTube, well done. Again, cool. We're full of well done today.
Congratulations.
And the final one is Patreon. Patrons do actually get pre- and post-show content, both audio and video form. It only costs you $1 to get about 20 to 30 minutes extra content, and you'll never have ads. $1 will also give you audio access to a week early access to our two other shows, our What We Love shows, another one we're filming later on today, and our Not So Indie shows, where, as the title says, it's anything but indie games, although we still talk about indie games, because
That's what we do.
that's what we do. We shit indie games.
Wow.
That was weird. Anyway,
That was weird,
Is
yeah.
that a good
I'm not
message
sure
to put
that's a
out
good
there?
thing,
I
is
don't
it?
know.
Yeah.
I meant to say, as in I meant
I
as a
really enjoy
compliment.
it. We do a lot of
We
indie
digest
games.
so many of them. They
Yeah,
come
we
out.
Just shit
Yeah.
out indie
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Games like Virginia.
Okay. So we dive into straight away, guys. What have we been playing? You guys had a busy week?
Busy week, you're not busy gaming.
Oh, it's always Tom's back to his old self.
I played a couple of games.
Go on then.
What have you played,
What
Tom?
have you played, Tom?
I've dipped into, first of all, this war of mine.
yeah.
So I really like this.
What did you think of that?
I
So far.
couldn't get into it, as me and Dan were saying before the show. Not
Yep.
about this game, but it was... I don't think it's because it's a bad game. I think it's because I wasn't in the right mood.
I said this, didn't I? In
Yeah,
the car.
it's easy to turn you off, I think.
I said the first 4 hours feel like a bit of a slog, but once you get the gameplay loop and you've died a couple of times,
I'm close to dying, trust me.
then you kind of build up and out. But then again, I love the kind of sim aspect of building out bunkers. Like when I know I could, as soon as I found out I could build stuff out, I was like,
Yeah, that's
customised
it. It is
options.
like-
It goes back to the farming sim sort of. It's like really nice to
Yeah,
have
it's like
that.
The Sims, but really depressing.
Yeah.
It was like, and I think because it was a mixture of, there's a lot of planning involved with the game, obviously. It's almost like the entire game is planning stuff.
Yeah.
And also the atmosphere, though great, super grim.
Yeah,
It's just so depressing. And I just was sort of like,
it is post-apocalyptic.
well, obviously, yeah. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. It's just for me, I was like, I don't know, I just don't want to go back on it. I want to
It
live
saps
a
out
happy
you, innit?
life. You know what I mean? So yeah, it seemed like good, but I couldn't get into it. I'll give it another go at some point.
You go to bed and Em's like, "You're right.
I'm just shaking and crying.
Just gonna go sleep now." Or do I go to bed after playing Dragon Ball? And Sarah's like, "You're right," and I'm like, "Ah!"
So you just destroy it. What else did I play? I even like a tiny little smidge of Oxenfree.
Oh,
I've got that on my machine and I keep meaning
This
to
is
play
why
it.
I put it on, because I've had it for ages and I've not.
okay. So the game's not very long anyway. It's only 4 hours.
Is
I'd
it not
say.
long?
About 4 hours, I'd say.
Yeah.
I've played for it twice. I played it on the Switch and on the PC, on the PS4. I'm gonna about 4 hours long.
Well, like I say, only a smidge little.
So you're like still at the campfire.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's so far liking it a lot more than this war of mine.
Yeah.
It seems really interesting.
It gets not grim, but it goes where you don't expect.
I can tell
it
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
The whole cave thing.
It's very Stephen King-esque. People go, oh, it's very Stranger Things. Well, it kind of is, but it was probably done before Stranger Things, although it released after Stranger Things. The game was probably in development before Stranger Things. So
I really
it's
like
very
the,
Stephen King, Spielbergy.
The dialogue between the characters is really cool.
It's really good
It
writing.
feels really natural.
Yeah.
Because you can even interrupt, and it's like, that's how people talk. People talk over each other, right, guys?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. We do it all the time, don't we?
But yeah, no, it just seems.
Anyway,
really
so
cool,
I was.
Well, I'm looking forward to you playing more Oxenfree.
I cry every time we do this podcast.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You realise how bad you are. Oxenfree is brilliant. Oxenfree is genuinely brilliant, and I think you should play. I think you can get it just about everywhere now.
I think Oxen gets you a point as well. But anyway,
Yeah. It's,
anything else?
Division, but no other indie
I'll
games.
see
You've
play
been
some
on
more
the
Division.
Division a lot.
No,
It's suspended a lot.
he puts it in sleep mode.
Yeah, I'm on rest mode all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it looks
so
like
it
it's
just
playing.
sits there
Otherwise,
going.
he's 24 hours on Division. Does that go onto your game clock?
I don't think so, no.
Because that'd be hilarious. I played for 1,000 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd be
level
up to
2.
like 100 hours.
I had it on. So I used to play loads of Football Manager at university.
Yeah.
And then if you left the app of the game open but closed your laptop, it still went to your game clock.
Yeah.
And one time my mate was like, "How many hours you got?" And I was like, "I'll just check." And it was like 1,700, and I was like, "What the fuck? Is this what?"
What have you done with your life?
And he's like, "No way!" And I was like, "Oh, no wonder I'm failing university. How is this possible?" And then I was like,
There's so many hours into this.
and then I realised, but I mean, I tell you, my Nottingham Forest were legit.
Hey,
we were just
you
talking
used to
about
play
Nottingham
Forest.
Yeah, I used to.
Good man. Good man.
Because I used to go into the EDSA.
Forest suck ass, by the way. But anyway,
So I used to go into
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I just got whiplash. What just happened there?
They just make the worst decisions ever.
I'm not a football guy, so I couldn't say.
So I used to go into the EDSA and make a player called Robin Hood and put him into Nottingham Forest all the time.
Did you have a little John, a Will Scarlett, Friar Tuck? You just had them all in
I
there.
just used to do it all the time.
Alan Rickman.
I mean, it's like, what? Because you couldn't. You used to be old ones. You used to be able to cheat and give them all 20. And although they wouldn't be 20 stats, they'd have the potential to go to that.
Yeah.
But I would the later ones you'd do 20, but it would actually tailor them to what they were, so it was a bit more realistic. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with Robin Hood playing for you up top. Hey, banging them in, Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, eh?
Hey,
Hey.
Stealing from the big boys, giving to little boys. Anyway,
you just made that sound so wrong.
I'm in the big teams.
I much prefer that saying to stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Stealing from the big boys, giving it to the little ones.
But you know what I mean.
God.
So you played 2. That's good. But so you're not going to go. You're not going to go back to This War of Mine, probably.
I will. I don't think anytime soon. I think it's
Just not when you're in a sad mood.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Or maybe
sad.
Maybe it is good. Maybe it is good. Like, so if
Maybe
you,
it is. Yeah, maybe
you
you
ever get dumped,
really
just be like, I'm just going to dwell in this.
I
and
never
play
get
This
dumped.
War of Mine.
Flawless boyfriend.
Flawless boyfriend.
Oh my god!
Not after the last week's stories. You've got to remember these guys heard last week's stories. Patreons heard last week's stories.
Heard last week's story.
Brian knows exactly what's happening.
Um,
And your other Patreon supporters can find out by supporting us on Patreon. Do you like
just
that?
for $1.
That was good. That was a natural part.
Oh my god, I'm fucking amazing at this.
Yeah, you're a filthy sellout.
Born in the 80s, what can I say?
That's a good point.
So, anything else?
It's just, being me. Just having a good
Being
time.
you?
You know how it
Generally.
is.
Being the perfect
Just
boyfriend.
doing me. Yeah, well, you know how it is. You guys know.
Fair dues.
No, because I'm a shit husband, but
No, but you know that I'm...
Oh, you're the perfect boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know.
Dan, you played
Dad
much?
knows us.
I played a bit, yeah. Actually, of indie games as well.
Indie
Just
games?
really
Indie
nice.
games?
One,
What's that?
obviously, you're going to have to wait until close to the time of release. And I've got to say, I've been struggling
Okay.
to make myself play it,
Oh, no.
Okay.
which isn't a great sign.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm in the same boat, but probably different for you because I've got just so much.
You
to
just
play
play
at the moment.
Dragon Ball all the time.
I've got so much.
I've got
to
so
play.
much to play. Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, Monster Hunter.
Lewis-
That's all I see you
Lewis was telling
playing.
me the hours he's played.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
upsetting.
I'm going to say this when I do it. How many hours? I worked out earlier today. I sat down and worked out how many hours I put into actual playing video games this week, and it's scary.
Yeah, but how many hours into indie games compared to how many hours into Monster Hunter and Dragon Ball?
Yeah, not as about 25% indie, 75%.
75% Dragon Ball. So I've been playing that.
While I'm 2/3 in this,
because I want to get to the point to be able to give a decent review for it. But I've also I went back to Conan Exile.
Oh yeah, because that's come out to full release.
Yes, and they've also had a whole load of updates for the Xbox and done all of these bits, and it's so much better.
Really?
This is the game for the dongs in it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Are dongs
Unless you're in
do
America.
Do you still hang dong on the Xbox and everything?
Oh yeah.
Oh, excellent.
You get to choose your.
Because Luke's got this and I've got this.
You've got it.
I've not played it because I was going to.
Luke hasn't played it. Luke stopped playing as well because when we first played, it was.
I was like, I'm going to play
janky
it.
as fuck.
Dan, do you want to play it? And Dan's like, don't play it.
Yeah.
It's
like,
almost unplayable at the moment.
Oh, right.
I said, wait till the patch. There'll be a patch. It's going to sort it. At the moment, oh my god, don't just stay away. And actually now, it's
Oh, really?
it's really good.
Cool. It's still installed on my Xbox.
Make sure you update it.
Yeah.
To make sure it's on the one. Because otherwise,
Dan's like, why are you teleporting around? I'm not.
yeah. Oh, the first time me and Luke played, we jumped on. We were playing 2-player. The amount of times he'd just disappear, and he'd be running along. You're like, why am I getting hurt? I'm on top of a rock. And he'd be shouting at me, get out of the water, get out of the water. I'm on a mountain, not in the water. And then all of a sudden I'm dead, killed by a crocodile. I'm like, what the living fuck? And on his screen, I was deep in the water getting killed by a crocodile. Crocodile scared the shit out of me, by the way.
Okay.
After playing this game, because you go in the water. If you go near the water and start making noise, these massive crocodiles come out and get you. And you've got there's a whole building bit in there, which is wonderful once you start learning how to do it.
Full of animals then?
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah. I heard it's basically...
And weird monsters and gods. And you can, as you build up your powers, you can pray to these gods and build fucking civilizations in
it. Dogs?
Are there yes, there are dogs.
I've heard it's very similar to Ark Survival Evolved, but without the dinosaurs, with other creatures.
I haven't played a lot of Ark Survival Evolved, so
similar game.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
but I've seen some of the building bits on it, so I can imagine the building's kind of the same. But I don't want to say it is.
Are there dinosaurs? Can you?
I haven't seen dinosaurs,
but I don't think there's dinosaurs
running around.
I don't think there's dinosaurs. There's some,
that is the
from what I've seen though,
to me.
the trailer is there's some pretty weird stuff in the trailer.
The
creatures get.
Anyone who's into Conan the Barbarian and remembers the films and the weird shit that happens.
It's not good. I mean, if they got an Arnie voiceover for it, I'll be happy.
Oh no, that would
Did you watch the reboot?
All you need to look, it's Arnie. All you need to do is let them make some money out of this, and then they can turn around to Arnie and do it as a special voice pack. I will pay money for an Arnie voice pack.
Arnie would do it, I reckon.
I paid money for the Snoop Dogg voice pack on Call of Duty, so
did you?
Yeah. I thought there's nothing funnier than
I said to you, didn't I? Voice packs are cool. I was playing Smite the other day, and there's a hero in there, Hercules, and he's obviously not Hercules, Ares, and he's got some soldier skin pack with a voice thingy. And it's all like 80s movie quotes. So the guys just run around like, get to the chopper. I don't have time to bleed.
So it's perfect for you then.
Right, I'm just following this guy around. I'm like, I don't care if I lose. I'm just following this guy around and see what he says next.
See what he says, yeah. It is. It's wonderful like that. So Conan Exiles is now actually worth giving a go.
Okay. And it's, so at the moment, I think it's £20 game preview.
All right.
But I think it's going up to £30 when it releases as a full complete game. So if you buy into it now, you get it cheaper.
Do it now. Because especially if you've got a group of friends to play with as well, because it's one of those ones where you'll be able to build a whole. I'm ignoring
that
playing
shit.
That
as well.
It's not like a song I want to be singing.
So I played that. I also and the other game that I haven't mentioned, I've also got hold of Armello today.
The strategy game, board game.
It's a virtual board game.
I recognise the name, but I can't.
It's Monopoly with squirrels.
No, it's not.
Squirrels?
It's nothing to do with Monopoly. I don't know if there are squirrels in it yet. There may be. Everyone, all the IGN did a review and they slated it. They gave it, I think it was a 5.5 out of 10.
5.6.
Yeah, it was, I wouldn't trust that, but it was a 5 point something out of 10. And everyone talking about, it's Studio Ghibli with all of this lot. It's not. Just because it's got animation in it doesn't make it Studio Ghibli. There's a completely different fucking...
You do find that comparison does crop up a lot.
All the time.
Sounds like the kind of thing I'd say.
It's like everyone who talks about Dark Souls. It's a Dark Souls game.
I found the thing you're on about. I found the review. It was GameSpot's review about Monster Hunter that says it's Dark Souls meets Jurassic Park. It's not Dark Souls, which I part, but I'll talk about that.
Yeah, that type of shit winds me up. And I use it all the time as well, which is even worse. I'm sitting there going, what games does this remind me of? Dark Souls.
Yes. Dark Souls with Studio Ghibli-esque style.
So this is a tactical
cool, right?
board game, a tabletop game, and I've only played the prologue, which takes you through 4 main heroes who are all different animals, and they're in the world where the king
What animals are available?
Oh, well, there is. There's a wolf. There's a rabbit. There's I think it's a rat or a weasel.
Okay.
Or maybe a
small rodent of some kind.
Or, something along those lines. There's a bear. I'm not sure if it's a Kodiak bear, but it's definitely a bear. It's definitely not a red panda. But there's definitely some form of a brown or black bear.
That's like a koala bear is a bear.
Yeah, there's all these different types of bears there. And then the king is a lion. I mean, he's not a tiger or a leopard or a panther. It's definitely a lion in there. There's this. The best bit is that he is. He's got by a taint, and for me, I couldn't stop laughing throughout it.
Taint.
Taint, yeah. There's a brilliant bit where it says the rat clan is behind the taint, and I just started pissing myself laughing. It was like, what are they doing, tickling the gooch as they went in there? That was honestly, my mind went there straight away.
Taint, it's synonymous with the perennium these days.
And I've got to say why it's called the taint. And from playing the small bit of the game, it's quite obvious. It's because it's an Australian game. Who is it? It's by League of Geeks. It's Film Victoria. It's also helped by Film Victoria Australia and Screen Australia. And to be honest, once you play it, when I was playing it, I was like, this feels very Australian. And it does. There's something about it.
Boardies, they've got rash vests on.
And so as soon as they said taint, in my head, I heard it as, look at his taint. They can't really read that. And I'm pissing myself laughing. So I've had to change the word in my mind to something else. Each time it's like, oh yes, the disease.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
not the taint.
The taint is a bit... You can't use that anymore.
You can't. But from what I've played so far, this is a game that I know I'm going to love. It's got nice strategy parts to it. It's going to be a game for people if you like board games.
Is it a full-on board game or is it...
No, it's a computer game.
But
it uses the strategy.
It's not like, when you buy Monopoly for the Wii.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
And I'm going to watch my piece. No, there's a story going through. You've got to use your cards. It's a whole load of tactical element to there. I can understand why IGN didn't give it a high score. Because it's not for the IGN crowd.
Okay.
You're not going to get a 12.
Mainstream idiots, am I right?
Yes. But, jerks.
That was unnecessary, damn way.
Sodom. I've had issues all week with mainstream, but could you wind me up anymore? You could. I'm a rage monster, and I accept.
I don't think there's any end to you being wound up in any way. Yeah,
it's my old age.
Dan doesn't get wound up.
But this is.
You make a good point.
He plays Smite with me. He knows how much I get wound up.
The best is when you play Smite. When you play Smite with Dan, no. The moment you know he's gone is when you don't hear anything but. And that's the controller being punished on the service. And
actually, I don't.
Followed by a little bit of heavy breathing, like.
I do not hit my controller. I punch my monitor.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I can hear like a banging.
No, it's not. It's a £30 monitor.
But it's fine.
It's like, doosh, doosh. I think you can hear Luke going like laughing.
Luke starts creasing.
I'm sitting there like.
I'm full on rage.
I don't know what to say.
But I reckon. Armello, even though it came out, if only I'd played this last year, if only they'd got back in touch last year, this would have been in there with one of my... I've got to wait until I've gone further on, but it has that feel of a game of the year for me.
Ah, wow, nice.
Because I think it's going to give that something different.
We can give it an honourable mention when you played more of it for last year's Game of the Year.
Yeah, I think I might.
Cool.
If it's any good. So wait until next week.
If you love it that much, it could be on your What We Loved About 2018.
Because it gets a special edition release in March.
Remember we do an end of year roundup show, What We Loved About 2018?
Yeah. By that point, I've forgotten it.
Probably.
All ours is going to be Infinity War, I hope.
Infinity War?
Yeah.
The movie, sorry.
That little indie game?
You know,
I was just thinking.
you know that cheeky little, it's not really heard of, a bit under the radar. Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
That.
I was thinking, I don't know the computer game Infinity War.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought up anything else besides the game. I apologise.
So have you got anything else for me, mate? Or shall I move on?
Not indie game wise.
Cool. Or plug anything else you want to quickly? What else have you been playing?
Oh, and I haven't been playing. I'm going to bring it up in like a news section in another bit.
Interesting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So I've played.
I like to do that.
I've played a lot. Basically,
It's like homes under the hammer. Sorry, Lewis.
Buckle in.
That's right. No, so I was earlier. I don't know why. I got this morning. I'd done loads of work. I put all the videos out I need to do, and I'd done a news story this morning. Got it all out intentionally to go. I was up till late last night to go. Okay, as of 10 o'clock on Friday, I'm going to have the day to myself to play some games because I've not had enough time this
Dragon
week.
Ball.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot lying to yourself.
So then I was like, okay, I'm going to go on. So yeah, I've been playing Dragon Ball Fighters. So I went to the information
30 plus
section.
hours.
I was like, I want to go see how much game time I got on that. So this was just before I picked you up. So this was literally up.
Oh wow! So this is
so
hot off the press.
Dragon Ball Fighters got 32 hours, 17 minutes.
Yep.
I was like,
week.
oh shit! I didn't realise I played it that much. So then I was like, I've got picked them up in half an hour. I'm gonna jump on Monster Hunter and go do a little bit of Monster Hunter. Jump on Monster Hunter. Which as soon as you load it up, it comes up with your game time. That's like 9 hours and 30 something minutes.
Okay.
I was like, that got me intrigued. I was like, okay, so I've spent 41 hours on these 2 games this week. It's a full-time job. I'm going to go, what's that? So I didn't play Monster Hunter, come upstairs and sat down and worked out all the other games I'd finished, played, and how many hours. So overall this week, I've got about 52, 53 hours of games. Yeah, a bit concerning, really. But what indie games?
No, it's a little bit.
What
I
indie
want
games?
to know where the hell you find the time.
I don't.
So 2 nights this week, I didn't go to bed till... Well, one night I went to bed at 3, the other night I went to bed at 4, and I got up at 7:30.
Right.
So that was where I got the time this
So
week.
drugs help then.
The thing is, I went to bed at 12 on Wednesday.
But I said, you know
at
what?
7 in the morning. It felt like complete horse shit.
Tuesday-
So how can he do that?
On Tuesday night, so Tuesday night was the first night after putting in 100 matches in 2 days on Dragon Ball casual matches. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try ranked. It was like 8 o'clock Tuesday night. I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump into ranked. Kind of got my feeling of ranked, started getting used to it, and then I got into a bit of a win streak, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get off until I stop winning. 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I'll go to bed. I'm like, oh my god. But I had fun. That's all that matters. Games are fun. That's what they're there for. Anyway.
I actually hate games.
Indie games.
That's why we do this.
Indie games. I've put about another 4 hours this week into my time in Porsche.
Nice.
I've done it on a stream.
You've been live streaming
Yeah,
that.
so
Yeah, Mixer. Fuck you. You got
Ooh,
Wow.
Jesus, really?
Gee,
Are you done with it?
Yeah, Twitch now. Basically, so
Wow. Okay.
Mondays.
Oh, whoa, right? Because we spoke about this
Yep.
a little while ago, and you were like, Dan, Twitch is dead. Mixer.
Well, no, I didn't say Twitch is dead. I said that.
Pretty much said Twitch is dead.
that I feel like there's going to be a big surge soon with streaming directly from your consoles and how easy it is from
Wheezy.
Wheezy.
How easy is
I mean, your console does. So.
How easy it is from. I know you can stream from Twitch to from your PlayStation to Twitch, but from Xbox to Mix, it is like seamless. It's done. You can be on there within about 10 seconds. But so I was like, I think Mix will be boosted up. I think it will go on further. Now, you know, I kept having the delay issue with the
Yeah.
It kept happening, and I was like, this is really fucking annoying. So I looked into it more, and I was trying to change things around, and nothing was going. So randomly, I just thought, I've got a Twitch account. I've not used it. I'll just go and see on that and see how that works. Absolutely fine. Not a single issue in there. And I was like, well, I'll stream on Twitch tonight. Next night, I went back to go do Mixer. Delayed then. Went back to Twitch. Absolutely fine. Emailed Mix guys. Didn't get anything back, so I deleted my account and gone.
Wow.
Yep. So I'm not a Mixer anymore. I'm now on Twitch. And I've taken Dan's advice and I've got rid of the underscores. It's just What's Up Woody.
Hey, wow.
I told you he'd change it again in no time.
Well, it's still What's Up Woody.
Change, so I'll
It's still What's Up
No,
Woody.
that's good. As long as it still wants
is
up
it anyway?
Did you use capitals?
Yes. So anyway,
My boy's learning.
I got 3 followers.
Taking it up. You got 3 followers. Nice. Well done.
It
is one of them Tom?
One of them is not Tom.
and one of them is not Mollet. None of them is Mollet.
No, Ryan.
Well, no,
Fuck, mate.
I don't think Bryce had a chance. Anyway, I
No,
streamed.
probably not.
I streamed twice this week, and both times my time in Porsche. I was going to stream another game I'll talk about in a minute, but it was embargoed until Tuesday night, so I couldn't stream it. But My Time in Porsche, it's really fun. What I've learned about the game is it's so relaxed. It's similar to, like we said, Yonder, where I can just sit back, and people who are coming to watch it on the Tuesday stream, this is big for me. We got to 12 viewers at once watching us, so I was quite happy with that. And they were talking, and they were like, it's just so relaxed. I just sat back in the chair. The music was going nicely, just going around, and people were like, oh, can you go over here for me? I was going over here, and it's just, yes, there's combat in there, but the combat is fighting off multicoloured llamas and things like that. Like, it's a little bit acid trippy, but no, it's really nice and chilled. My Time in Porsche is early access at the moment. It is coming to all consoles later this year. Another game that I played, which I can talk about now, I'm actually playing this for the last 3 weeks, is Trailmakers. It's coming to Xbox later on this year. It's on PC now. It's just gone into early access.
Never heard of it.
It's a open world driving game meets Lego. So by driving around,
I am in.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So by driving around,
I love Lego games.
You're pretty damn good at driving games, so you know.
You find blocks or engines or upgrades for your thingy, and then you can build anything you want. So at first I was like,
yeah, I'm into this.
So it's heading towards Roadblock.
But say,
yeah, basically,
like
yeah. So I was like, oh, this is all right. Well, I've got to say, early access when I first got it, I couldn't play the game. The steering was so janky. And I'm using a controller, although it's not fully optimised for a controller, purely because on a controller you have a throttle, as in the shoulder button has a decrease and increase. Whereas on a keyboard you have go, stop. Mm-hmm. Like there's no in between. So I'm using a controller, it's not fully optimised, so I have to kind of swap between them. Obviously that will change. But it's a lot of fun.
Does the
real fun come about
when
I found this checkpoint and I was like, okay, I'm up here now. I was like, how do I get to that? There was like a little block on this island and I was like, how the hell do you get there? That's stupid. I was like, I can just build a plane. So I like built these blocks together and put these engines in. It didn't really fly, it more glided, but it worked.
Though.
And I was like,
nice.
Oh my God, I got it. And I was like, oh no, I'm stuck on this island now. How do I do it? Because I didn't find the stuff to buy a boat. So I had to use the map to teleport back to another checkpoint.
It's any vehicle then?
So you can build anything.
Well, you just build anything.
So
you drive into water in a car or in a plane, it just blows up and dies.
Makes sense.
You're a little guy who, basically it's a big open map. There's 120 little screw things to find for collectibles. I don't know what they do. I think they're just collectibles. But then there's these blocks to find, and each area has like 20 different blocks, and these blocks range from classic like 2x4 piece Lego, 2x3 piece Lego, 2x2, 2x1 Lego, and things like that. And then you get new engines, you get propellers, you get cockpits, you get all this kind of stuff.
What classifies whether it's what vehicle it is? How does the game know what vehicle it is? Or do you put, physics. I'm building a boat, and then
physics.
It's just pure physics.
Pure physics.
That's pretty cool. So does it, like, depending on how weird you build it?
So I built this. I was at the top of this hill.
Yeah, it must do.
Yeah. And I was
the
like,
more bricks you use, the heavier it is. It must use the same sort of thing as Roblox does.
So what you have to do is, and big thing I learned early on, is weight distribution. Yeah. So I put loads of engines on. I was like, look at this bad boy. I had like 4 beastie engines at the back of my car. And I accelerated, it just went, just drove. I was like, didn't expect that. So then I spread them out, and then I made like a drag car, which is fine, but then your turning circles really narrow and things like that. So you can have so much fun going on there. I'm going to be live streaming it next week.
Nice.
It is a lot of fun. It's early access, so there's still bits missing. Do we have any
idea when it's coming to console?
It's only coming to Xbox One. It might come to PC later on. It's coming later this year. Guaranteed 2018 release. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a game that released in game preview in Xbox. Probably.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Say like 6 weeks to 6. I reckon the jumps that have gone from when I've had it for 3 weeks, this game, and the jumps that have gone from 3 weeks ago to now are huge. Like, I can actually steer the car now. Before, you were like, whoa. But no, the options there are crazy, and I honestly think it will be on Xbox sooner than we think. And it is a lot of fun. What I would really like to see is some form of multiplayer integration, because at the moment it's a massive, expansive world that you're just in. And I'd like to see some way of doing like open world races, so you can go, I'm going to set a race up here, I'm going to checkpoint from here to here, and then people can come with their own vehicles, and one person might want to go land, one might want to go fly, one might want to go to the boat.
I burped over there.
As long as you get to that checkpoint, it doesn't matter how you get there, you can bring any car you want, because you can save your blueprints. So that's what I would love to see in there, because at the moment it's good exploration, but there's no end goal apart from finding all the bugs.
How good is the model making. So could I make like a Beetle or a Mustang?
Yeah,
or,
could you be
know,
specific like that?
You could. It will take you fucking ages.
But
you
like,
could
but
do it.
people will.
You could,
is the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You could do it. So it's I think I've unlocked about 17 car component parts. I've just unlocked the suspension, which I would like put on all the tyres, thinking, you want suspension. But you don't. You want it on whatever ones are the motorised ones, because I put it on one of them and then I just like went boing. I was like, well, that's bouncy.
Like a grasshopper
But
across the place.
if you don't have them going off the ledge, you just blow up because you fall from the physics seem very, very good in it. Yeah, I'll be amazed, and I cannot wait to see what the community start building, because you know that I make something and I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome, and I'll be like, oh, he's a bit good, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just made this thing over here.
Yeah.
And
It'd be really good if you can share those.
I think, yeah, again, I like that kind of thing where you share it and then people can download blueprints. My dog.
I was about to say, what the hell
And people
is that?
people can share blueprints and then so that would be pretty awesome if you can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
On an interesting side note, talking about games for building blocks, we had a really interesting meeting today at work where the police have actually put out a warning about roadblocks.
The game?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, is this the grooming thing?
This is the grooming thing.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Due to the way
What?
that friendships work and
been
people
caught,
come
mate.
together, is that the
I'm
police
going to
put
let
out
this
a
dog
warning
in
about
and
it.
it'll go and
is that-
sleep and now while you're going to have a whining.
Okay,
fucking ages.
really quickly, and then I get sat back down and we can talk about this.
Oh, God.
Come in, Mutt.
Should we go for the cute factor and get her on camera?
Yeah, go on.
You think
fun
your
now.
dog's cute?
Oh, nah, come on.
Sorry, dogs aren't cute.
All dogs are cute.
There's only one cute thing,
Oh,
and that is a barrel of old speckled hen.
Anyway,
Or cheeky monkey. No, that's not it. Funky chimp.
for all
Funky
your,
gibbon.
all your
I don't
listeners,
fucking know.
my dog Betty is currently on the show. Special guest today.
do you like indie games?
She doesn't
Take
do
that as a
shit.
yes.
Go on, get rid of her.
What was you saying?
Um,
Dan's not a dog fan.
no, I don't like dogs. People think it's because I'm scared of dogs.
No.
I'm not scared of dogs at
But
all.
it's hard to trust you.
I mean, look
I
at
just
her.
don't
Pretty
like
vicious.
dogs.
Pretty vicious.
You with a little beaded necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it 3 seconds, you tried to turn her into a surfer dog. That was your whole thing. It was like, dude, you've got to check out my dog.
Fleas. It's for fleas.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah. Carry
Anyway,
on.
so, this whole grooming thing has been going on in it. And we had a whole meeting about it today.
Wow.
Which was hilarious, because everyone there thought that it was called Roadblocked. And it was about blocking roads.
Wow.
And I had to go, no.
Excellent game idea, though, right? Roadblocked. That could be our first game.
Yeah. Our first indie game.
Yeah.
Just block some roads, fuck up people's day. Welcome to Roadblock.
And the last game I've been playing a couple of things, but last thing I want to quickly mention is I played some Laser League. I jumped into the beta last week.
Oh, yeah.
After we said about it, it's if all three of us had when it comes to console, if all three of us jumped on it and had fun, it would be fun, because the issue with it is
All three of us jumped on it and had fun.
Yeah.
It would
Sorry.
be
Be fun then, yeah.
if all three of us jumped on it, we would have fun, because it is a very much a team emphasis game. You can't play that because it is 3v3. One person's not doing what they're meant to be doing, your whole team suffers from that. It's fun. It looks cool. It's slick. What is there is pretty solid. The game mode selection is fun. I will say though, playing this as a single player like I did, I put in only about an hour on the beta as a single player, because I got off it because I was like, I'm just not enjoying this, because I can't. I had my mic on because I'm, like we said last week, I'm more than happy to speak to people.
Yeah.
I had my headset on, my mic on, hoping that other people would be on there so I could talk to them. Neither of the other team did, so I messaged them like, "You got a mic?" They didn't respond to me. I mean, you're like, I'm like, I can see this guy over here. Like, there's different abilities, so like, it's the best way of describing it is it's lots of kind of mini games. Like, imagine a serious Takeshi's Castle. Takeshi's Castle. I always say it wrong.
A lot of callbacks.
Imagine a serious Takeshi Castle
Yeah.
meets Tron. That is literally what it is. You're playing these kind of little cool mini games
Yeah.
that you need. I'm like an ability. I can see where they are. I'm like, oh, they're over here. They're over here. They can't hear me, so they're over there. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna. So it's fun, but you need
It's not a
a
lone
team.
wolf game.
No, it's not. You need a team.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think that wraps up what we've been playing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Actually, no.
So should we move on to the news?
Ooh, let's do the news.
Let's
The
do
news.
the
Do
news.
the news. Remember, I've got a
This
couple of
just
bits
in.
to add into this, so...
Oh.
Just interrupt at random points.
Shall I just do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
So,
Wow.
you like that?
Quick in
Really
there,
quick.
yeah.
up first is, do you
Cheater.
remember last year, Dan, we played The Long Reach? Sat down, played the demo, and we
Yes.
we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a very LucasArts inspired classic point and click adventure game.
Which is, for me, a massive bonus straight away.
It's finally got a release date. The Long
Okay.
Reach is coming out on the 14th of March. It is coming to PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC,
Ooh.
and PS Vita.
Wow.
The Vita lives! It's alive! Dan's like, what's the PS Vita?
We're thinking about
Well,
getting one.
I actually owned every console since 1985. That's not actually true.
All right.
Oh, so just lying.
I just lied. I'm trying to help Brian because he couldn't pick up my tells. So
Oh,
I'm happy.
okay.
So if
There
you
are no
watch again,
tells, Brian.
watch. That was a tell. Literally, I told you.
So, for those who don't know, The Long Reach is developed by Painted Black Games and it's being published by Merge Games. There is a... Where's our one gone?
What are you looking for?
That, there. Dan's got it there. First, the yonder box, please. So, Merge Games also bring these things here. We don't get sponsored by these, we're not plugged these, but I'm going to plug this because these are awesome, I think. These are 25 quid, signature edition. You get obviously a physical copy of the game and the different...
Put it on the mic there.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And the game comes with, the box comes with some pretty cool little things. You get a little token. So if you get all of the signature editions, they come with like these collector's tokens. They come with concept artwork, which is the book's really nice in there. And it's signed on the front. Obviously, it's a printed signed thing. But for collectors, I really like this. I'm going to get the Long Reach one because I like the look of the game. So Merge Games bring these. But you can just get the game digitally and it's coming out for $11.99. It is a psychological horror thriller game, point and click adventure. If you like classic LucasArts games, it's a definitely
Just trying to
check it
figure out what I want to get it on. I think I might get it on the Switch.
I'm going to get it on the Switch, I think, yeah.
What a surprise.
Well, they're,
Bloody Switch brothers over here.
Switch Brothers.
Getting everything on the Switch.
Well, I'm
You
just
gonna get
thinking
on
for a point and click adventure.
Oh, wait. What am I going to get it on?
PS4. Is that
PC.
all you have?
Will it on Vita? Oh, they can't go on Vita.
Can't get on
Get a
PC.
Switch.
Oh,
can't
no.
Go on the Vita. Oh, you haven't got the Vita.
But I'll get the Xbox. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay, you get it on
I have
Vita.
all of those.
You can have my Vita if you want, and you can play it on that.
I'm thinking about buying a Vita at some point.
Like,
Just play some indie games on it. Literally for indie
a
games.
play Persona 4
Oh my god, there
So
are
good.
so many good JRPGs
Yeah.
to watch on there.
massively.
To watch.
Literally, there are some of them you just watch.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, yeah. So it's coming out on the 14th of March. It is a game that I reckon you should definitely check out. If you want to see more on it, there's actually a feature up about the release date now on the website. It goes through more detail about who you're playing as, the inspirations of it all. Or just go check a trailer on YouTube if you're one of those people who just likes looking at videos. But it is a game that
Like me.
the
love videos.
pixel art style, do you remember? It was really nice. It was very
It was
atmospheric.
really good, yeah.
And, so 14th of March is The Long Reach. Up next, we've got Laser League, as I said, is got announced for early access. It's coming this weekend. As in next weekend. So when you get this on Monday, next weekend. 8th of February, $10.99. You can pick up Laser League in early access on PC. As I said, if you can jump on with some friends, you'll have a lot of fun. And it's set up very much so that the leagues are going to be competitive. Like, they want you to be... There's a ranking system similar to fighting games where there's a ranking system you can be put into tiers and you're playing off against other teams in other tiers. So there's a lot of team emphasis there. And there's a lot of replayability if you're a team.
But without the team.
Without the team, I didn't enjoy it. You might think different. It's $10.99. It's not an absolute ton load of money, but obviously it's still, you have to pay for it if you want early access. But it does mean though, going into early access, it's one step closer to coming to consoles. And I think that's a game that will thrive a lot more on consoles.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys remember This Is the Police? I don't think either of you played it.
No.
I don't think I played it. I do know the name.
It's a really cool game. I played it when it first launched, I think the very beginning of last year. You right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I played very beginning of last year when it launched. It's a
acid before doing a
it's
Oh, right, okay.
it's similar
Got
to
really on acid.
so don't get down by this
Uh-oh.
when I say this. It's similar to the story, similar to like Virginia, although it's wrapped up. But there's speaking in this. There's talking in this. It's a very good game, and
That's not why I didn't like Virginia. It wasn't like a talking. It's because it was a shit story.
That's what I'm saying. It's wrapped up, but as in terms of the detective story, right? Basically, you're playing as a police officer, and you have to solve crimes, but there's like a corrupt element to the police force and things like that. It's the original's very good. That's what I'm going to say. Go play it now. Look, how about that selling it?
Play it now.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh,
The reason I bring up the story is
Wow.
the reason I bring up the story is because it's that good that they're bringing out a sequel. This is the Police 2. Is coming to
this
all
is
consoles.
TOO.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
No, this is the Police number 2.
I really was hoping it would be more like Police Academy 2, with a little underlining tag. But no.
Don't remember. I have seen it, trust me, but I
As long as you've seen it, because
I nearly got upset then. Very upset.
I've seen Police.
But yeah, it's coming to consoles and PC later this year. There's no set release date, but fans of This Is Police, it is getting a sequel. And if you haven't played it, at least go check it out because it's always on sale somewhere. I think it's actually on sale on PlayStation at the moment on the digital only store for $7.99. I checked it yesterday, and I think I saw it there. You gonna check it now?
No, sorry.
It's just got better things to do with this, you know?
Yours.
Up next, what is the big genre that everyone's talking about at the moment? Everyone's trying to develop a game for.
Fucking Battle Royale.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
Battle Royale. How would you make a Battle Royale game different? How would you make a Battle Royale game different?
That's a good question.
I'm just throwing this on
How
you.
would I make a Battle Royale game different?
Yeah.
Right. For a start, I would stop selling it as Battle Royale, and I'd do exactly as Brian said.
Free-for-all.
And call it free-for-all, which is what it is.
I'd sort of make it like a Dark Souls meets Studio Ghibli sort of thing.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, NMC Studios have thrown their hat
that fucking game.
NMC Studios have thrown their hat into the free-for-all / Battle Royale ring of vehicular combat, where you play out in vehicles, so similar to Switchblade that we've played, the MOBA, but in 100-player Battle Royale matches.
We should have won that game.
So you're playing in vehicles.
It's my fault, probably.
I quite like the sound of this because this reminds me a lot of Twisted Metal, which fucking brilliant game. No?
Twisted Metal?
Yeah.
I didn't
Do you
play
like
it.
Twisted Metal?
I like the... Yes.
Too young.
Everyone likes Twisted Metal.
But I mean, do you remember in the end of PlayStation, original PlayStation's era, there were so many of these games where it was like, look at this car with all these guns on and just blow each other up.
Was there?
There was loads.
Fuck off.
No, I was alive. We're just, a small child playing Call Wars 4.
There was quite a few.
Time.
They kind of stood away from that. I like the idea that a game's coming back and just going, here we go, this is what we're going to do, vehicular combat, throw you in an arena, drive around, blow up other vehicles. I'm happy for that because the only other game like that at the moment is Crossout, and we both played that, and that is shit.
It is shit.
You know a game I'd really like them to make again? Did you ever play Destruction Derby?
Yeah.
I think so.
Absolutely love that game. I spent so many hours.
There was another one. It was like Total Carnage. No. What's the one beginning with C?
Carmageddon.
Carmageddon
was slightly different.
Yeah, but
Carmageddon ran over zombies.
Yeah, Carmageddon was awesome. Well, Carmageddon?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
I think I played it, on Xbox.
I'd spent hours with my mate John. Seriously, we'd meet up on weekends and then not go to sleep because we just played Destruction Derby. And it was like, this is fucking... Listening to Pink Floyd. We were fucked up teenagers. We'd have Pink Floyd, The Wall... Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, we'd have The Wall on and be playing Destruction Derby. And, we were teenagers. What do you mean
good
we'll
time,
be
to be honest.
But yeah, no, so NMC Studios, which you can only guess, the game's called Not My Car, so I'm guessing it's Not My Car Studios. It's their first ever game.
Yeah.
There's no trailer yet. It's only literally just been announced. There will be beta sign-ups. I think actually you can sign up to the beta now. If you head to the website, just type in Google Not My Car Game, then don't type in Not My Car, otherwise you'll get a shit ton of videos of dude, that's not my car. Dude, where's my car?
Dude, where's my car?
Yeah, you get so
dude,
many
that's
videos.
Not my car.
Yeah.
Dude.
Although no, because that was the
no, it was awful.
No, that was the PR.
If you want a good stoner movie, you just watch any Cheech and Chong.
Oh, to be fair, I wouldn't. It's just a laugh, isn't it?
But that was the.
No, it wasn't.
That was the PR tagline. Was
Hurtful.
dude, that's not my car. That's why I got confused.
Wow.
When we got to send the press.
PR didn't think that through, did they?
No, he didn't. Anyway, so what do you think? Vehicular-based Battle Royale. Let us know in the comments below if that's something you're interested in and you're looking forward to playing it. I think it'll be good. If it's done like Switchblade, because I like Switchblade.
I like Switchblade.
I like the
I was
way
blown away, but I enjoyed it.
that's coming to close beta soon. Open beta
When
soon.
do we get to
on
play it
PS4?
again?
It's coming very soon to PS4.
Because I want to play that again.
It's open
Because
beta.
I think it had a lot of possibilities.
Should we try it together?
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's open beta now on PC.
Yeah, I've got nothing that
No, but I'm
works
saying it's now means it should be pretty close to
You sent
PS4.
me a thing recently. He was like, Dan, you've got to play. You know, we can play on Utomik and we can play these games. And it's like, you don't need all this stuff. And I got back in touch with him and went, sorry, mate, you really do. And my computer is 10 years old. Literally, it cries when I open up a word processor.
And on Utomik, that goes on to our next news story part.
Oh,
Look at that segue.
Utomik. Have you interrupted yet, Dan?
No, let me interrupt.
So you guys know...
No, really. I'm going to plug, before we go into that, there's one thing I want to plug, and then there's one thing before we get onto Utomik, because I think it connects.
Ooh.
Right, so the first thing I want to plug is just there is a Brighton-based company. There's a Brighton-based company who make board games, and when this goes out, they'll be in their last 48 hours to get a game called Shafe out.
This goes out Monday.
Yeah.
Chafe.
Get
some talking about that, mate.
No, it's called Shafe. This is why he has nothing to do with promotion, and the rest of us do. It's called Shafe. It's on Kickstarter. It's a board game about World War II, and it didn't go on my list.
Right.
I make a weekly list of tabletop games you should check out on Kickstarter, and it didn't go on there.
Where can you find that list?
That's at the Dice Bear. Just look up the Dice Bear. You'll find
Didn't know that.
That bit's not important. Look at Shafe, because it looks boring.
Right, good, I'm in. That's what I love.
But if you can go through and read the rules, actually, this is a fucking brilliant game. They sent me the rules recently, and this is one of those ones where, you remember those scenes in movies where you see them tactically move around armies and bits like that? It's a game that's based around that, and it's based from...
I love Risk.
Kind of mixes Risk, but with there's more of a card-based system involved with it.
Is it better than Risk, you might say?
Easily better than Risk.
The Star Wars Risk, quick little tangent here. Star Wars Risk, you know what I was really furious about? There's no fucking Ewok army. Give me a fucking Ewok army.
Too OP.
Because there is no Ewok army.
No, it's too OP.
No, but I want...
If
overpowered.
If you had that, it'd destroy every other
Too many.
army.
Anyway, all I want you to do is, anyone who's watching this, just check out the Kickstarter for Shafe. That's
it'll be on the screen now. I won't be a link below, but it'll be
You don't have to
now.
support it, watch the video, but read the rules. Anyone who's into a tactical game, and I promise the guys I would do this because they're a local company. They're not paying us. We don't get any money for this at all. But I do think this is the game that's going to get missed. Oh, if only. But this is the game that's going to get missed because it doesn't have miniatures. It doesn't have the fancy dice. It's a purely tactical. It looks boring, but actually the parts behind it, it's going to be a really intense, great game.
Nice.
And I missed it, so that means everyone else is going to have missed it. So just have a look.
Shafe.
Not Shafe.
Cool. And what else is you going to plug?
The other one, which is going to link into Utomik, is, and it's a really weird link, is Focus Home Interactive are talking about Battlefleet Gothic 2 coming out.
Yeah.
Which is a real-time strategy game. And there's no word about it coming to console. And this really annoys me because recently I played Battlestar Galactica, their real-time, and it was so good.
Even with the controller?
Even with the controller. They'd managed to map it to the controller really well. And I was thinking, well, what was that game recently that they managed to get a mouse and keyboard on? And everyone was like, that's unfair.
Oh, so Fortnite has been found out on PlayStation 4. Fortnite can play a mouse and keyboard natively, no adapter.
No adapter onto it.
So you can plug it straight into PS4. Apparently, close quarters combat, you're at a disadvantage because the mouse is, the way it senses the mouse, you're slightly, basically your movements are too quick, if that makes sense, in close quarters. But anything from mid to long, you're owning. You're destroying people. And Fortnite community getting pissed off. Epic haven't come out and said anything about it, but there's rumours that it's because... Do you remember the whole Epic had the accidental cross-platform play?
Yes, yeah.
So it's the idea of eventually Fortnite will be complete cross-platform, including PC. So if you want to play with your friends, or PS4 friends, on a PC, you're not at a disadvantage because you can use mouse and keyboard. But yeah, so that natively, it shows that PlayStation can support mouse and keyboard.
Can support mouse and keyboard, which means we're missing out on all of these really great real-time strategy games on console. You can play them on PC, and this is the link with other streaming ones, is the fact that we should really be... Why have we got this mix of... We don't have these controls there. I want real-time strategy games. I've been really yearning a good... I used to play Warcraft before World of Warcraft and that lot constantly. I absolutely loved it, you know. Who do you want to kill? All those sort of things that were said all the time. I love them and I want those games again. But I can't play them on my console. And I cannot see a decent reason why to play them.
If you're going to play competitive RTS games...
Oh, you want a PC?
Like, I can understand why Total War or Dawn of War don't come over to console because...
I don't.
So the UI management, I struggle. So I'm playing Dawn of War 3 at the moment. The UI management with a mouse and keyboard, just hotkeying every single one of the function keys is hard enough as it is. Like, because there's so much in that game. You need to be able to switch to... So, for example, in battle with the units...
but how many games have you got that said, oh, you need this to play? It's like all the VR games. You can't play this game without a VR helmet. Well, just sell me a game that says you can't play this game without a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll turn around and go, fuck it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fine, I'll play that.
That makes sense.
I want to play Total War. I want to play all these games.
I will say as well...
But I want to play on my Xbox. I want to play it on my PS4.
Total War, I think a console couldn't run it.
Yes, it could. There is nothing there stopping it. There's nothing graphically
stopping it. Have you seen the amount
it?
of action on screen at once? Like, Xbox's frame rate
Xbox
is struggling with Monster Hunter at the moment, let alone when you've got 200 units fighting out at once.
They could play some of, maybe not the newest one, but you can downgrade it enough to play it on there. There is nothing stopping it from doing this.
Maybe.
There really isn't. The only thing stopping it is the but I think developers, it's not the developers, it's Microsoft and it's Sony turning around going, yes, you can have it.
I think it's part of it as well, because I think developers are probably going... Well, it's such a niche market. It's not the kind of thing that you go into a game and you go, I'm going to go pick up...
There's no way a developer is sitting there and going, you know what, I want to limit the amount sell my game. There is no way.
It's the same as like to Civ 6. I jumped onto Civ. I played...
There's no reason that can't be on console. Literally
no
reason.
Not at all. But I played 6 hours of Civ 6 and it took me 6 hours to realise this game just isn't for me. I haven't got time to be playing it. It's not grabbing me loads.
Yeah, but by that point, they've already made your money. Why would they give shit how you feel?
No, they didn't, because I got it through a Humble Bundle. So
well, okay. Most people who have paid for it in a different way.
No, true. But there's such niche markets, the RTS games, that they've got their... Like I said, you don't go into game if someone's not going to go, I'm just going to pick this game up and play through it. Because people who play those games know what they're getting, and they will always play them on PC.
The amount of people who go and actually literally fill stadiums to watch some real-time strategy games, and I can't remember the name of the game now.
StarCraft 2.
StarCraft.
Yeah. StarCraft 2
literally
still sells out
they're
stadiums.
Filling football stadiums to watch this shit.
It's just been remastered,
If you could just get this on console...
recently remastered it.
Well, then there's no reason you can't have the old one on console. The only thing
you can get a remaster on console. The remaster's not like incredible looking. It's not like Shadow of Colossus standard remaster. It's just apparently some of the animations.
It's not on console though, because you can't play it with mouse and keyboard.
No, it's not on console. But no,
and that's what I'm saying. They need to stop this whole block between it.
Yeah.
So with Focus Home Interactive bringing out the Battlefleet, can't remember what it's called. It's in my book. Whatever. is a case of you need mouse and keyboard on there, and we need to stop this block. Yeah, there are so many of these companies, like we're about to talk about, like Steam and everything like that, who could make so much more money.
Yeah.
But also the developers by just releasing mouse and keyboard onto our systems.
Yeah.
And if there's this whole problem, people will be able to play shooters with mouse and keyboard. Well, fucking buck up and get a mouse and keyboard.
I read a good forum about that the other day, about how to get around it. What you do is you make lobbies, so you can choose to go into a mouse and keyboard lobby, or you can choose to go into a controller lobby.
Yeah, welcome to 1996.
So you go back, you go lobby, and you go...
Fucking hell.
I'm going to go into...
It's easily possible, isn't it? There's no reason for not doing it.
You get this it's Battlefield 4 already have servers you can choose to join on Xbox.
There's the, you watch Achievement Hunters, don't you? Do you know
occasionally,
Alfredo Diaz?
Vaguely. He sort of passed my time watching.
So he's he apparently his team he's a very good Counter-Strike player apparently.
Yeah.
And they turn up to I've told you about this tonight. They turn up to a tournament with controllers. And everyone was like, having a laugh. And they played controllers against mouse and keyboard, and they won the tournament.
Yeah.
And people were like, okay, fair enough. So that shows you, I mean, that's going
You're good with what you good
very high-skilled players.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a shooter as well. With an RTS, you need to have access to so many more buttons.
Yeah.
And so many
definitely,
bits.
yeah.
But we need to stop.
Have you ever watched
block between
StarCraft
mouse and keys.
playing?
Oh my God.
They're like, you're just
Exactly
like,
why RTSs are not my thing. It's too
like-
much to think about once.
The level of intelligence you need.
it's like when you watch
Way beyond me.
PUBG.
Yeah.
When you watch the professional stream, like the proper good streamers streaming PUBG, their inventory management, they're going to something, they're in there 5 seconds, they're like, yeah, done, off. I'm on there like, do I want that?
yeah.
No.
What does that
Do I
one
want that?
say?
You're dead?
What?
17th place?
It's like when
I'm
you
dead.
first play Smite and you have to scroll through
Oh my
all
God.
of the different items to go. And that one gives me plus what into, I don't know. And everyone's screaming at you, why are you still in the fucking base? Get out, we need you. You're like, I don't know what it says.
So our final bit of news comes in the form of a subscription. It's kind of streaming service, isn't it? It's not full streaming because you download the game.
Yeah.
But kind of similar to Xbox Game Pass. It's called Utomik. Utomik have paired up with, or they already offer quite a good selection of games, but they've now got pretty decent indie publishers under their belt in the form of Curve Digital. Curve Digital are now on Utomik.
When did this happen?
This week. It's available now. So again, I need to say this because I recently, if you go to YouTube, put a video out about, it's kind of promoting Utomik, but it's promoting it from a games point of view. Me going through a library, looking at what's on there. So before we go any further, Utomik is, like I said, a subscription service that's only month to month. So you can cancel any time. £4.50 for one person to have a monthly subscription, or £8.50 for a family ticket. This is per month for up to 4. Now, what's really nice with the family ticket is you can put parental controls on it. So you can say they can only play up to 12-year-old games, 16-year-old games, whatever. So it's fucking annoying for the kid. But for a parent, that might be something good. And also £8.50. If you was at uni or something with like a couple of your mates, £2 something a month. And there's 735 games on there. I'm not going to beat around the bush. There are some absolute stinkers on that list. But there are, I mean, you've got the class. There's no, if you're looking for AAA first-party games, you're not going to get them there. They're not going to have big AAA games there. There's big AAA games there from 10 years ago.
Let's get to the point here. Let's get to the real games. The Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
They
They do
all
have
the other
them,
Star Wars games. on
KOTOR and KOTOR 2 are both there.
there.
They have a huge amount of Star Wars games.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Force Unleashed 1 and 2 are there.
Yeah.
But more importantly for us, the indie game selection is the biggest section. Now, there's two things I really like about the indie game section. Firstly, the games that are on there are fucking awesome, and the games coming. They've got a coming soon section. Do you remember Origami, the samurai Tetsuo?
Oh, yeah.
That's coming on there next month. So,
Nice.
some real nice games coming on there. Curve Digital games on there. You've got Serial Cleaners just gone on there. Human Fall Flat is now on there.
Yeah.
Stick Bold, the dodgeball game, is on there. Manual Samuel. Bomber Crew isn't on there, but I think it will be in the future. The reason I don't think
I
Bomber
still haven't
Crew's
played that.
the reason I don't think Bomber Crew's
PlayStation that was it.
the reason I don't think Bomber Crew's on there yet is because I know there's still another batch of DLC to come out.
Oh, right,
So I wouldn't be surprised if they're waiting for that to come out
Yeah.
before. Otherwise, it's a bit like people could get it cheap and then.
It's kind of like
it'll
Netflix in that way. The films don't come out on Netflix
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
they've been out a while.
You say that. Do you remember last year, Yono and Celestial Elephants? It launched day one, available on Utomik. They're doing that with their second game this year, or next month actually. Releases on the 14th of February. They haven't announced what it is yet, but there is a second indie game that is going to be available from day one on Utomik, and they're hoping to have a couple more games throughout the year.
All indie games.
All indie games.
See.
But yeah, no, so it's, like I said, we're not paid. I just want to clarify this. We're not paid by Utomik. We don't have financial influence by Utomik. We have been given some trial keys. So if you want to class that as like in bed with Utomik, by all means do so and go watch another podcast. I'm joking.
Wow.
Please don't leave.
No. Yeah, so they have sent us. I'm currently on a 3-month free trial with Utomik. And what's even better is I have right now, right here, I have 3 1-month trials to give away. So you can already get 4.
What, Lewis?
Yeah.
How many?
Free shit.
So you can already get 14 days free. So what I recommend you do is to get the full money's worth, free money's worth, is Go sign up, get your 14 days. Then if you win this code, input the code. That gives you 6 weeks free.
Nice.
And then you can just decide if you want to
play the system.
So to get these codes,
I'm sure they'll love us for telling you that.
to get these codes, before we go on to our final section, which links all with this as well, you can enter to get this code 1 of 3 ways. Now, we're not idiots and we know your name, so if you want to enter 2 ways, that's fine, but it only counts as 1 entry. So you can enter 1 of 3 ways.
I don't know anyone's name.
Okay? No, that's what we're going to
Just put it out there. Apart from you, Brian.
Quickly now, ways to enter.
Oh, Trev as well. I haven't mentioned Trev. By the way, Trev, I'm drinking Old Speckled Hen today.
Give it a cheers.
Cheers. It's empty. I feel rude.
Okay, so ways to enter. You can enter either by, when we put the tweet out on, or any of our tweets next week, you can just retweet our podcast tweet. And by retweeting our tweet, I'll take note of your name. I know who our regular retweeters are. They will still get entered into it. So retweeting our tweet will give you an entry. Okay, and I'll contact you through Twitter if you win. Or you can head over to our Facebook page, which is Facebook/IndieCredible, but it's spelt with 2 I's because they didn't have IndieCredible available. So you head over there, and then again you can share our podcast post. So share the post of this podcast. The final way, and possibly the most easiest way, is by commenting on iTunes. So if you're an audio listener, or iTunes or SoundCloud, go down to the comment section, give us a rating, and then comment.
5 stars.
Then comment on that. What you think?
Please do.
What you think we are, and then that will enter you. All I will say though is, if you're on iTunes doing that, please, and I know this is going to be a pain in the ass to you, screenshot your comment and send it to me, because your iTunes name might be something like the Big Bad Wolf. I have no idea who the Big Bad Wolf is. Twitter's fine because I can kind of work out your name through Twitter. Facebook's fine because I can see your name on Facebook. iTunes, it could be anything. So if your name isn't what it says on iTunes, then screenshot it, DM me, Facebook me, email me, podcast at IGN.
At IGN.
Oh my god.
IGN.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa, you traitor
son of
fuck.
a bitch.
It's because I was just on the way to you. I was listening to that, and they kept plugging
You
it.
fucking weasel.
I know.
Fucking.
Podcast
I
at
knew he didn't like indie games.
podcast at indie-credible.com. I can't believe I've done that. Anyway,
So
so
guys, welcome to GameSpot.
And this is the Kotaku podcast.
so yeah, so we've got. I will say Utomik is only available on PC at the moment, which goes in what Dan was saying a minute ago. But yeah, Utomik is you can get a month free, so you can get your 14 days, 6 weeks basically. We're going to give away a month pass. We've got 3 of them to give away. Winners will be contacted by Thursday next week, so you got until Thursday morning to enter. If you don't hear by Thursday evening, apologies, and I will call winners out again live, not live because we're not live, but you know what I mean, on air next week.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Good stuff. Should we go into the final section?
The final
section. And that's enough for copyright.
Okay, so the final topic today is one that I come up with all my own, thinking about all this stuff.
Shit.
And that is, so obviously we heard recently that Xbox have done the pretty damn ballsy move of making
Oh my god.
every single one of their first party AAA games will be available on Game Pass day one. That's all Forzas in the future, that's Halos, that's Gears of Wars, that's this year you got Sea of Thieves, you got Crackdown. All these games, day one, available for £10 a month. Obviously, Utomik is now £4.50. So technically, if you've only got an Xbox and a PC, £15 a month, you don't need, unless you want to be playing some real big other games. But you could get by on that quite easily, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you just said. £15 a month I could get by on. I can't
gaming.
pay my mortgage
No,
for £15 a
gaming.
month, mate.
Gaming.
It's like-
So the
You got
question,
really confused in your whole mix-up there.
Just look. You just got to let him slide. You got
Okay,
you got to
okay.
realise you know what he's
I meant,
talking
didn't you?
about.
You know what I meant?
Yeah, I know
Nod
you
and
meant.
smile.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, this isn't Donald Trump's England.
It's Lewis's.
Oh,
So
no,
my
it's
question,
not.
so my question is, do we think that online subscription services are the future, or digital online subscription services, are they the future of gaming? In 5 years' time, are we going to see Sony have their Game Pass and all that? And is everything going to be done to you pay a set amount each month and you get your games given to you each month?
I think this is... Oh, sorry, go on, Tom.
I was just going to say no.
Okay.
Oh,
Care to elaborate?
All I'm going to say. I'll see you guys later.
peace.
I'm saying no because I feel like there's less money in that, surely. Far less money.
You imagine-
There is money
No.
in it.
there's far more money in a subscription service. Yeah.
I think I know where you're going to go with this.
For maybe for Sony
No.
in this scenario, but not for publishers and not for developers.
So
no, for all.
I think it depends on the games.
It depends how well they manage their deals.
If you're talking about, so for example, a podcast I was listening to the other day was on about, what they're going to do when Halo wants to come across to are they going to get away for a tenner? Well, of course they are, because how much money people can spend in-game in Halo and how much more money people will be encouraged to spend in-game in Halo knowing that they haven't paid for the game.
Well, surely this is going to become even more problem than it is now.
Well, but is it? We've said all along that it's not a problem in free-to-play games. Now, if you're paying £10 a month, is that going to be a problem? £10 a month. Then does it go on to the whole 60%?
But when does it become?
That's the argument, isn't it?
I could see it becoming
when
companies like EA and
when EA publish it, it's a joke. But when anyone else publishes it, it'll be fine. Because people spent loads on. So Halo, people brought day one. You brought the Halo day one, didn't you?
Yeah.
50 quid in the UK, 55 quid.
46, I think I spent on it.
Did you? You probably didn't spend any money in game.
Of course not, because I don't do that, because I'm not a fucking retard.
But the way Halo done it wasn't bad, was it?
No, not at all.
But I know people who have
complained about it, but they obviously weren't very good at Halo.
But it was also the cards in Halo.
Yeah, you pay for cards.
Mostly cosmetic. So people were spending money to get.
That's not true.
Okay.
No. The cards in Halo will allow you to access guns or have tanks or things like that earlier, but you can actually access those through the game by just actually playing well. And you'll receive those things. So that's where the people had problem with Halo, because you could actually go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to spend £5 and have a tank right at the start. Yeah. I'm going to have this best gun at the start. But to be honest, if you're a shit player and you spend £10 on a tank, I'm going to blow you the fuck up. And your money's gone down the pan, and that's your problem. Yeah. And that's how it's the same as balanced.
Well, so before I got the game, obviously I've been playing Dragon Ball this week. People were like, Dragon Ball's got loot boxes. And I was like, has it? I'd not heard about this. I got the game. If you want to call that a loot box, call that a loot box. You can, if you want to put money in, you can, but all you get, they're Z capsules, and all you get are avatars for you to control in around the world, or a card.
What do the cards do?
They just changed the card so when you fight against someone else, your stats are displayed differently on a card.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah.
Everything is cosmetic.
Yeah.
And
it's like Overwatch then.
So I've pretty much unlocked everything in 30 hours that you can so far.
Not a surprise.
So but like Overwatch as well.
30 hours is a long time to play. You shouldn't pretend it isn't.
This is coming from a sucker who.
Oh, he spent a lot of money.
I spend money in games because I see skins and I'm like,
foolish.
See, I like to earn them.
I just don't care.
Skins like Green Power Ranger Genji.
But I think
it's cool to get. It's like, that's cool, and then I'm like,
what we're really looking at here is the same thing that happened to the music industry.
Okay.
The music industry went crazy at the point that we were able to download it digitally. And they were like, oh my God, it's going to cost us so much money. We're going to lose a whole load of money.
Yeah.
What the fuck's happening? And then they actually realised you're saving a lot of money. You don't have to print it to disc. You don't have the artwork to put on there. And the companies actually lost a lot of money during that period because people like Apple or Sony who were doing the digital bits made a hell of a lot of money from going, well, they're buying them from us. And we'll take a percentage of that, and then it goes on.
Yeah.
And then they realised that actually, where is the real money at? The real money is in special editions. It's in your limited edition box. It's like, DLC. You brought out this
Yonder,
this a second ago. You paid £25 for a game you downloaded. And why did you do that?
I already got the game for
review. Well, yeah, no. But you could pay £25 for a game that you can download for cheaper. And why? Because you want the box, you want the signatures, you want the bits. The reason I spent £80 on the Dark Side of the Moon vinyl is because it was an original pressing, and the crazy person who was selling it, it has the original postcards in it, it has the original bits.
I love those people.
When I was 20, I managed to get hold of a Led Zeppelin poster when they were dressed in their Nazi uniforms. I got hold of it for £1. I sold it for £2,000.
Wow.
Right? This is what it's really about now. Yes, digital services are the way forward. But for these other companies, they then need to make really good special editions.
I think,
And that's where you go for. I want boxes on my shelves. I want a really good Cat Quest box.
Yeah.
You know, I want
Cat
these
Quest
things.
Physical Edition.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be that.
It's not
Fuck
just.
yeah.
I don't think it's
I
just.
changed my avatar recently to be the bad guy from Cat's Quest.
I was so
Why?
upset when
Because
I went
I
onto
love Cat's
the,
Quest.
to the store and there's not a single Dragon Ball theme or avatar. What the fuck
That's
is that
surprising.
about?
That is
Bandai
quite
Namco.
surprising.
How good would the dynamic theme be with that?
For me personally, yeah, yawn's worthy.
It would look good, wouldn't it? It would look.
It would look really cool. It's in that PS2 theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think going back to your music analogy that you said,
Yeah.
and you're gonna laugh at this at first, but there's a point to that.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
Oh my God.
You're gonna get Taylor Swift developers in terms of. Do you not remember when
Taylor Swift developers.
Listen, when streaming come out, Taylor Swift went, I'm not putting my music there, I don't make enough money. So her music was only end of last year, did it come available anywhere streaming. Before that, nowhere. You couldn't stream her music. She was like, you want to listen to my music, you go buy it.
Apart from YouTube.
Obviously YouTube. But you couldn't like download her album and listen to her album on the go. You had to be connected to the internet unless you got an app that you could download off YouTube. But
Unless you went to KeepVid.
But still,
downloaded it.
No, you couldn't do
Or
it.
keep vid.
It was blocked. All her stuff was blocked on KeepVid.
Not from YouTube.
If you went to any of her official, you can find other ones.
You go to YouTube, you put in KeepVid, you can download anything you want.
Trust me.
No, trust me.
Hers would come up with this video is not available.
No, it wouldn't. You clicked on the wrong KeepVid. Trust me, as someone who knows what a ROM file is.
But anyway, you're going to get developers that are doing the Taylor Swift and Rockstar, because they don't need to go on a
Subscription.
on a subscription service. They announce Red Dead's coming 26th of October. Everyone else goes, fuck. That's when we're going to put our game out. Because you know that game is shipping 10 million before it's even hit the stores. It doesn't need... So you'll still get the big developers will do that. Call of Duty will never need to go on a subscription service because you know it will sell. I wouldn't be surprised if...
But I think what we'll see a change in is that these developers won't get the same player base. As we move towards more a subscription service and people are like, okay, I'm going to buy into this because I'm going to get these games early, and I think it's fucking brilliant, that we're going to see a move away from everyone playing Call of Duty. Because they're going to be like, well, you know what, I've played that game. Mm-hmm. I want to play this game. Yeah. And the only time you're going to actually go into a game or go into a other shop that sells games, trying to think of one now, GameStop, the brand, something like that. The only time you go in there is to buy special limited edition with the frills and bits like that on. Otherwise, why bother?
Yeah.
Why bother?
I think that we have Sea of Thieves to thank for the Game Pass. Personally.
Why?
Because I think Microsoft were genuinely concerned that game was going to bomb. That people were going to buy it, play it for a week and go, a bit bored of it now. There's not much else to do. A little bit like No Man's Sky, and then word would get around. People would wait for reviews to come out and be like, oh, it's not as good as I thought, I'm not going to go onto it. But now, with it being available for £10 a month, people will keep... Yeah. I think Sea of Thieves, honestly, I think Sea of Thieves was a big contribution towards that decision of going, what first party games we've got coming this year? They got Sea of Thieves, they got Crackdown, if it ever gets fucking released.
Yeah.
And they got State of Decay 2. Obviously, you're going to have thoughts at the end of the year, which appeals to racing fans. But yeah, so you've got really, out of those three, Sea of Thieves is your big one.
I think Sea of Thieves is the one that they're using to get people into Games Pass. Okay. I don't think that's why we've got...
I don't think it's the sole reason, but I think
what we've really got to thank is Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Do you reckon?
Okay.
Big time.
Why?
Because what that showed was that people were livid with paying for loot boxes in a full price game. And they realised that you make far more money from a loot box than you ever will a game. And games like Destiny and Smite and...
Did you hear that Bungie might be in financial trouble?
Yeah, I heard that.
Apparently their shares on Wall Street have got concerningly low.
Oh, God.
I would
me.
put share prices in with... They've already made their money back.
Well, they made the money back, but you got...
So financial trouble is something you really want to...
That is a massive... studio that if they're not and if they've banked on making continue money and the players have buggered off, but
of course they've buggered off because of loot boxes, and this is the problem.
So it's loot boxes, there's no content. There's nothing to do.
There isn't. Yeah, I know. I've been back and done it. But people are paying for a full price product and then paying loot boxes, and they found that this doesn't work anymore because everyone's outraged. They're like, we're not doing it.
It works when it's cosmetics. It works. Overwatch is an example.
No, people have had enough.
Really?
People have had enough of loot boxes in games in full price ones. So they need to head towards subscription, because you put a subscription and you say the game's free, which you're allowed to do because you're paying subscription for everything else around it. You're then allowed to say the game is free and it's got loot boxes. Well, I don't care if it's a free game, it's got loot. I play Smite every day and it's got loot boxes in.
You think?
Do I care?
Sea of Thieves,
because it's free.
Online game. State of Decay, online game.
Yeah.
Crackdown, online. Okay, single player, but it's got online element to it.
All of these will be filled with loot
Forza.
boxes, and we won't care. No. We won't care. And we're going to end up paying 120, 140, maybe 150 quid a year.
120, £10 a month.
Yeah, okay. For Xbox.
I guarantee it will go up next year to about 12 quid a month.
But so we're talking between 100 and 150 quid, depending on what you're paying or what subscription service you're on.
Yeah.
Now, if you only play Sea of Thieves throughout that whole time, you've just paid £150 plus whatever you put into loot boxes.
If you're playing it for that much,
you're talking billions and billions. Yeah. Well, not billions and billions, but billions of dollars. Sorry for the Americanism there, but billions of dollars throughout billions of people. Your revenue is just insane.
So you think this is...
I think subscription service is the way forward. And I think games companies are going to stop releasing the you've got to buy it for 50 quid box.
So
but what they will release is special editions.
How would you feel if EA come out and said, we've got a subscription service running?
EA already have a subscription service running.
Yeah, but not like the Xbox Game Pass, sorry. So like you can get any of their sports games, any of their AAA games, day one on there.
I'll be like, no, I'm alright.
I'm
fine. Don't play Sims. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm good. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Just give me Madden.
It's really cheap at the moment because it's Super Bowl edition.
Yeah.
20 quid.
Yeah. It would be more expensive.
I'm going to pick it up.
No, it's 20 quid at the moment. It finishes on Saturday night. So you've got to go before then.
That's not a problem. I've just been pegged.
Cool. So quickly, so you think it's definitely going to be more prominent in the future?
I think subscription services are the way forward, but we're also going to see a rise in the special editions, which are going to cost you more. And that is how it should be.
If they come with cool figures, who gives a shit? Give me them figures.
Fuck the figures, man. I want t-shirts.
I quite like art books.
All you indie devs out there, send t-shirts to the Dice Bear.
No meow for us.
That's from fucking McDonald's,
Stupid
mate.
cat.
I know, mate. Don't care. Pokemon.
How'd you get Pikachu on a bus?
Pokemon. So Tom, you're thinking it's not the future, or has Dan changed his mind?
Well, he's sort of changed his mind. I think... what you said...
Indecisive prick.
No, what you've said makes sense.
No, I made a good argument.
I'm joking.
I think it will be more prominent. I don't think it's going to take over. I think it'll become part of the whole,
I think it will become a staple for Xbox. I think Microsoft
it's just
will
the
do
amount
this.
it costs to have the discs printed.
Mm.
So when I was in band, we used to have CDs printed, and we used to do it from our own machines, but it cost a certain amount to have those done, and they were all overheads. Now, if we could just have them downloaded, we'd make 100% profit.
Yeah.
Whereas if they bought the CD from us, we're only making at maximum a 5 to 6% profit.
The thing is, download is already a thing.
And that's what they're doing with games. If you can move away from having to print the games to just buy it.
Yeah.
We can do that, can't we? Surely with downloaded games.
Most people don't.
I know, that's a good point.
Most of my games I buy digitally.
I've only
Indie
just started doing that.
But
no, even on a Dragon Ball I didn't, because I got the steel case one because the artwork in it's really cool. Because it's a game that the artwork's
not weird.
Ni no Kuni 2's coming out. I don't want to download that. I want to buy that.
No, see, I'm going to
thing.
download that unless I have enough by then to spend 200 quid on the statue limited edition one. If I don't have enough for the money, then I'm just going to download it. Monster Hunter's down. I think...
See, Monster Hunters I'd download.
80% of my games are downloaded.
How big is your hard drive?
I'm not massive. I have to keep swapping out.
Yeah,
I've got an extra 2 GB.
I've got 1 terabyte.
I'm on a terabyte.
Not 2 GB, 2 terabytes, sorry. Gig is my age. I was thinking Spectrum.
like that's really quite sad if you're like, oh, yeah, I've got a couple of gigs. Like, oh,
couple
wow.
of gigs, yeah, that's not even
That's
a game.
good, you're right.
Maybe
put a film on there.
I've got 2 terabytes added to both of my consoles, so
2 gig extra.
2 gigs extra. I'm sorry, I've been playing a lot of Spectrum this week. So 2 gig, sorry, is every
immense.
game ever made, plus space for every game ever made, plus space for every game ever made.
I think that's going to wrap us up.
Ooh.
That is going to wrap up this week's Indie Credible podcast.
Let me just check. Yes.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to add.
Thank you very much for joining us, guys. As I said earlier, if you do like what we do here, then obviously if you're listening to us, then do give us a comment, give us a like. It really helps us boost up the rankings. We want to get our podcast out there to as many people as we can because we want to share the indie game love. And if you really like what we do, then you can head over to Patreon for us $1 to get pre and post show content. It's normally about 20 minutes extra each week. It's available both audio and video. And also, patrons, you won't have any adverts to deal with. Not at all. So it's nice and easy, seamless watching. Also, if you do...
If
you do, one minute.
What do you do?
If you do support us on Patreon, then you also get a 2 bonus shows.
You get boned.
You get boned.
You will get boned.
You will get boned.
I guarantee at some point you'll get boned.
And you get 2 bonus shows.
Semi.
Yeah.
And you get 2 bonus shows a month. We're going to go film one of them now, and that's what we loved about January. So we talk about 3 things each that we really enjoyed in January, why we liked it, and then obviously we do that at the end of every month. And we also do the Not So Indie show, which, as I said earlier, is a show where we talk about everything but indies, but indies still creep in there as well.
Yeah. So
thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for listening. We really do appreciate your time, and we hope you enjoyed it. And until next week, bye.
Bye.
Bye.